It's the heart of winter here at the off-grid log cabin. And everything's breaking. Since the last episode, the cabin has been completely wired up and connected to the solar system. The bottom switches control the downstairs lights, and the top switches control the upstairs lights. Plus, we have a switch in the bathroom. Wall plugs are dispersed neatly throughout the cabin. And in the living room, where there wasn't a framed wall or cabinet to tuck the outlets into, we set them in the floor instead. At this point, there aren't many creature comforts this cabin doesn't provide when compared to the offerings of a regular home, except for TV and internet, which I view as a positive anyway. A shower would be nice, but that'll come in time. Moving beyond the cabin's warm and comfortable interior, a cold, snowbound world awaits. One whose unrelenting beauty seems to break many of the things it touches, including my Snowcat, which, for the third time this winter, has thrown its track. To make matters worse, its trackless side fell through the snow and into an underlying slush pit, which has since frozen solid. So before I could get the track back on and fix the issue causing it to fall off, I'd have to break the 1-ton machine from the ice. I've been able to get around on snowshoes, but not having the Snowcat has severely limited my range, not to mention my ability to haul supplies in. As the weight of this dilemma settled upon me, it occurred to me I should build a harvest table for the dining area. There it is. Buried beneath the snow is the maple I felled last year. The lumber I mill from this log will work perfectly for the table. boy is this table going to be heavy. After milling the maple, I felled a small black cherry tree that I've been needing to take down anyway, which I'll mill into a set of table legs. After bringing the lumber inside to dry by the stove, it was time to tackle the dreaded Snowcat problem. Today's tool of choice is the high lift jack, which of course is good at lifting, but this time I'll be using the jack as a come-along to pull the Snowcat from the ice. Well, that strap is toast. This right here is the 10-cent part that has caused me so much grief this winter. You see, there's a small cylinder that tensions the track when filled with grease through this fitting. Apparently, the faulty fitting began to leak grease, which caused the track to loosen and repeatedly fall off. After installing a new set of grease fittings, reassembling the track, and tensioning it, I took the Snowcat out for a short spin to ensure that it was in working order, which it was. Thank goodness. Now I could focus on completing the harvest table. Well, I finally have a proper dining table for the cabin. And it's nice that I was able to use the maple and the cherry that I felled earlier. It's great to be able to put that lumber to good use. And the rest of the trees I cut up into firewood, and they are being used to heat the cabin. Now this table is in its rough form, so there's still lots that I want to do to refine it and make it look nicer. First of all, I want to do 2 or 3 coats of polyurethane in the summer when the temperature range is a little better for allowing it to cure. But once I give this a couple coats of polyurethane, it's really going to make that grain pop, and it's going to look so nice. Now with the countersunk screws, there's plenty of them, I think I'm going to use penny inlays to cover up or to cap these screw heads, just like I did with the cabin flooring. It looks really nice there, and I thought it would be neat to be able to continue that into the table. So yeah, this is one of the little mini projects that I want to finish up before spring, before the new build season begins. I also want to build a new countertop, or a second countertop in the kitchen with slide out drawers just for more storage. So that will probably be one of the things that I tackle next. But yeah, I'm really excited for spring. I'm excited for the new build that I'm going to start down in the lower clearing. And I'll talk a bit more about that as the time approaches. I've got some really neat ideas for how I'm going to build the sauna and a few other things. Right now I've got my decorations on the table. It's a little Spartan, but I think it looks nice. I got these crackle candles from my last visit to Cabela's. I've been struggling with a cold this entire episode, which has made it a challenge, as if it wasn't already hard enough to do the sawmilling in the snow, and also to fix that broken Snowcat, which, as I mentioned earlier, has for the 3rd time thrown a track. So it's I didn't show you all the work that was involved in recovering that 3 times within the last month, but it was just about enough to drive me crazy. So anyway, I'm glad that I finally isolated the problem by replacing those 2 grease fittings, and now the tracks are keeping tension, which means that it's a lot more reliable. So I don't have to worry about the Snowcat getting stranded out in the middle of nowhere again. I always keep a pair of snowshoes with me, and I always make sure someone knows where I am, but it is very difficult when, you know, a machine that I rely on decides just to break down on me in the worst possible places. I think this 3rd time was the worst place for it to break down. Even though it was right near the cabin, it fell into that slush bog that was underneath the snow, and it was so difficult to break that out of the ice. But anyway, it's done, it's up and running, and I shouldn't have that issue again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, my friends, stay safe, be well, and God bless.